Tyler. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Death Knight. And the reason I'm doing the Death Knight is because, honestly, I haven't played Death Knight since Miss Pandaria. I mean, I leveled him 4 levels, but I didn't know where to start when I started him. You know, I just kind of came back and didn't know what to do, especially with the talents, because I know a lot has changed, and especially now that we're on patch 7.2 in World of Warcraft, a lot did change. So, when I first started DK, Frost was very, very overpowered, and it just kind of like led the pack for the longest time, and now it's just Unholy's kind of taken over. So it's going to be kind of interesting to see what World of Warcraft does later on with this whole new patch. Next, I'm just going to show you guys basic talent builds that I have currently for Unholy, because it's really overpowered at the moment. So, basically, Unholy is mainly for PvP. If you're going to do like dungeons and raids, a lot of people recommend Frost, but I recommend Unholy as well. I think Unholy is overall PvP and PvE really good. Blood obviously is good for both. I mean, especially in arena because they're hard to kill and they could heal a lot. And in raids and PvE, obviously they're the tank. So, but basically we're gonna focus on Unholy because I had some of my friends help me kind of get back on track with the DK, and I'm gonna help you guys out a little bit too. So basically, here's my first set of talents. We got even fever. And then number 2 we have epidemic. This move right here is really OP, and I recommend using all 3 charges especially. I mean, you throw outbreak on and you just spam all 3 charges, especially when you have a group and you feel like you're gonna die. That move right there could save your life. Next we have clawing shadows. I mean, and then for this one, for the level 60 bunch, I recommend that you could pick any of them. I mean, I do PvP, so I picked that one just because it stuns them for 5 seconds, and a lot of PvP people do not like stuns, so I kind of picked that one. Next one, I picked Corpse Shield, and we're going to do a macro with that one later, so get ready for that. That one's a really good move, and it's really OP, especially in arena. Next, we have Infected Claws. I picked that one because it makes, like, a festering wound go on your target, and especially when outbreaks on there, more plague on them, the better, because the damage over time will just sit there and keep killing your target. So next we have Dark Arbiter, and I'm not level 100 yet, but that's the one I'm going to pick, just because the damage increases for every runic power you spend, and you have 6 up here, so you know, if they keep recharging, you keep spending them, the more damage it does, especially in PvP, when you're versing other players and you're just trying to melt them down. Next, I'm going to show you the macros that I have set up. I don't know why I put it as burst. Oh, wait, wrong one. Sorry. I put it as survival. Alright, so basically what I'm going to tell you is, for this one, you only need 2 moves, and that's it. And it will save your life. And I named it survival because it can save your life, especially in 2v2 arena and in PvP in general, or maybe even in PvE or raids or dungeons. So I know that's basically the same thing, but I say PvE because questing, so that's the reason why I say PvE instead of, just dungeons and raids. But basically what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to put /cast Corpse Shield and /cast Huddle. And now what that does for you is, if you mouse over Corpse Shield, for the next 10 seconds, 90% of all your damage you take is transferred to your ult. If your goal is slain while the spell is active, it cannot be resummoned for 30 seconds. So, pretty much, you are only taking 10% of damage for 10 seconds, and 90% of that damage goes to your goal. And now what Huddle does, it's actually a pet move. It will make your goal go into defensive crouch, reducing all damage taken by 50%, but preventing other actions for 10%. So these 2 moves together, if you subtract those together, like 90% minus 50%, you're going to notice it's only 40% damage he's taking, and you're only taking 10, so you're actually both taking less damage, and you could probably kill the target a lot easier. So I really recommend this. If you guys like that macro, leave a like and a comment. I mean, it would be awesome for me. Next, I'm just going to kind of show you a basic rotation. I'm going to kind of like get some of these rounded up, and I'm going to like just show you something real quick with the basic moves that I use, and especially when you have a big group of these mobs. So let's say you're about to die, cast Outbreak. Outbreak needs to go on all your targets. It's just easier that way, and then you spam Epidemic, and you kind of go from there. So as you see, I almost did die, but that's how much that move could actually save your life due to how much damage it does and 3 charges it does. So let's say you're in a dungeon or a raid, because I'm a low level, so I'm going to queue for dungeons and just kind of use that to help me level up. If the tank pool is big, throw on Outbreak and just spam all 3 of those. Your DPS and your damage is just going to sit there and go up. That's why I say it's really good for raiding in PvP and PvE. So that's why I kind of recommend Unholy for all of it. It's basically overall very good. Excuse me. I think that's actually about it. Other than that, I just recommend Outbreak, Epidemic, and if you're doing like single target, you got Festering Strike, Outbreak, and then Clawing Shadows, because Clawing Shadows will open that wound once when Outbreak's on. So like single target, where I'm at, I only have to use, honestly, Festering Strike 3 times. So alright, well, I believe that is all it for you guys. If you guys liked the video and it kind of helped you out, because I know it helped me out a lot, and especially I would like to help you guys out with the DK, because I know I just didn't play it enough. So if you guys liked the video, please leave a like, and down in the comments, kind of say what your favorite spec is right now during 7.2, and I hope you guys have a great day.